to wait till
I know you should start earlier, I think, over there is the way it should work.
we're not on.
Yeah, we're on. It's coming up.
You sure?
Yeah, it's coming. There we are.
It looks like okay. There
We are there.
we are. Intro's still going. 30 more seconds on Mixer.
Okay, we're still waiting on Mixler, guys. So, hey, everybody over here. Just wanted to let you know that we were just waiting on Mixler like we always have to.
Don't start with Mixer. Don't you
This
dare.
is just the way it always goes.
They're gonna. You know what though?
Huh,
That's how it goes.
that is how it goes. So, everybody who's being tortured right now, waiting for the show to start, and listening to us saying, what are these people doing here? What's this all about? I don't understand. What's this all going on?
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Okay, so it's getting ready to start.
All right, not yet.
Just getting ready to start.
Welcome.
Oh, welcome, Mixler people. Hi. How are you?
Hey guys, welcome to Box Talk Thursday night. Box Talk. Moonie and Dee are a little sad tonight. Not really, but
Oh, I'm not sad. I'm angry.
so well, see, I didn't want to use the word angry, but yeah, we're both. You know what? The thing is that we're both kind of pissed. Let's just put it out there and be honest and let them know why we're upset.
Okay, so we are both like huge football fans. So, I mean, huge football fans.
Yeah.
And tonight is like Christmas in football land. This is draft night, and the big concern that we had right off the bat in doing this show on Thursdays was, oh my God, when football season starts, Thursday night football, we cannot cross over, so we have to like rearrange the show.
We are
on
gonna.
Thursday. Yeah, like when
Just-
Thursday night kicks in, it's done.
Yeah, you guys
It's
are. We're not going to be at this time anymore because there's no way we're gonna miss it. We're just now
No.
going to miss a game.
It's not going to happen. Sorry, that's just how
No.
it is with us. But
Yeah.
so huge Denver Broncos fan. Dee's huge
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Cowboys fan. So my anger started tonight when Christian McCaffrey, running back, wide receiver, kick returner extraordinaire, one of the greatest players to ever come out of Stanford, was supposed to come home back to his hometown of Denver, was taken by the terrible, horrible, awful Carolina Panthers, and the ones that we destroyed in the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but yeah. So
Just remind everybody.
yeah, so that happened earlier, and the cursing that came from my house between me and Dina, it was a bad thing. It's good that this did not happen on the air. I just want to say that right off the bat, because you would all think differently of me. It was the dark side of the moon came out right about that point. So
I was listening to that earlier. Okay.
it was Dee got the back end of all of it. She heard the sadness that was there. So yeah, but anyway, guys, we're here with you. We've got David. He's actually monitoring the draft for us. He's going to keep us apprised of what happens, mainly with the Denver and Dallas draft picks, because those are the ones that matter to us. So it's kind of what's happening. So really quickly, I just want to say in the Paranormal Warehouse side, I just want to say hi to everybody. We got Timothy, we got Jessica, we got Kristen, we
Hello.
got April, we got Cora, we got Kyle, we got Crystal, we got Darlene, we have Cheryl, we have Chad, we have make sure I'm not missing anybody, James, we've got Elizabeth, April, Cheyenne, Chrissy. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Kathy, Rachel, Jamie, Lynette, Patty, who's already coming in with a hashtag Moonie.
Oh yeah.
We got Sandy, we got Ashley, Lorella, Michael, Kathy, Rachel, Laura, Cora. Hey Cora, I want to know how Moonie 2 is doing. Moonie 2.0.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. Let's see here. If I missed anybody, Donna. I'm just flying through here, guys. Teresa. Your man is back. Rigoberto. Rigoberto. Remember from last
Oh,
night?
Rigoberto. Hola.
Juarez.
Rigoberto Juarez. He's there.
We got Maria, Suzette,
Bienvenido.
Cheryl. Oh my God, you guys! Hi, Christina. It's so good to see all of you. Thanks. Hey, Nick from Shadow Hour. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you guys for joining. It's always awesome to see everybody. And on Mixer, we've got more people this time than we did yesterday.
No.
That's awesome. We've got Michelle, Melke, Meredith, Linda, Sydney, David, Jean, and 2 elsewhere. So thanks for being here with us, 2 elsewhere. Thank you.
Nell and Geraldine. want to get those two in too. Hi, and I know I missed a few people. I apologize, but yeah, I know we got a lot of people in there. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We do appreciate it. I know that we're. Hey, Tony's here too. He's like, hey, finally caught your live show, Moonie and Dee.
Awesome.
Yes, we are glad that you could. Hey guys, before we start, for those who don't know, I know this is a repeat for everybody who watches for us each week, which is the I have to do it because we said we would hashtag. Box Talkers, hashtag Box Talk Squad. But yeah, you guys just who are kind of new to the show, we absolutely love our people. We love our people who are there, and we appreciate each one of you tuning in each Wednesday and Thursday night. So thank you all. We love you guys. If you wouldn't mind, if you are enjoying the show, if you want to talk to us a little bit more, but if you would go ahead and share this video to share it to your Facebook page right now, and then we'll get your friends to be our friends. We'll all be friends. We'll all hang out. We'll all have a good time. So for those who don't know, this show consists of a lot of different things. It consists of us being dumb and talking back and forth and just having fun. We try to impart some paranormal knowledge and psychic knowledge on you from time to time, and we usually talk about a specific subject on these shows. We pick one and then we start talking about it. But you guys, the listeners,
Deshaun Watson to the Texans. Damn it! I had to just get that in there. I know.
But just so you know, is you guys.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. For you guys who don't know, you guys as the listeners are our guests, if that makes sense to you. So we read your quotes that come in, we read your questions, we read, if we're doing readings, we take questions from you, and you guys really become the guests of the show. So we like you to be completely interactive with us. Just a little side note to this one, I apologize if we can't always read your questions. Believe me, we're trying. It's just hard to keep up when we can. It's just so many people coming through. So each one of you guys, we will try to read your questions and go from there. And we've got more people popping in. Obviously, Sandy, Kimberly, Philip. Hey, Philip.
To everybody coming in, man, thanks for joining us.
Maria, Maggie, James. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much, guys. So wanted to talk a little bit before we get started. I'm going to have Dee actually kind of talk about the subject tonight that we're getting into, and then we'll just kind of go from there, and we'll start reading some different questions. Hey, Clancy, good to see you in here.
You're gonna get Teach to introduce the subject?
Yeah. Clancy says, Dee, keep calm and media on.
Keep what?
Keep calm and media on.
Okay, cool. I don't know what that means. Keep calm and media on. Okay.
It's Jessica's birthday show. Remember the balloons. Very important.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I don't have the balloon.
Oh, either do I. Everybody who has a balloon, throw it in there for it because it's her birthday show. Happy birthday, Jessica.
What Jessica wanted for us to do was to do the balloon thing and make our hair go up, but
yep. Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
I don't have one.
We didn't want 80s night here, so we're gonna have to make sure you guys do it. Hey, Colette, good to have you on at I think 2:30 in the morning your time. Thanks for being on with us. We appreciate it. We're doing I don't know how to pronounce your name. Daniel's doing balloons, but Fetige did a birthday cake, so thank you.
Yay!
Yeah, so thanks guys. We got a lot of people in the chat room tonight, so we're gonna really
try
to
get
through. But I'm gonna have Teacher D jump in here and give a little bit about what the subject is, and then we're gonna get to talk about it a little bit.
Well, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, that today we're going to be talking about synchronicities and how to recognize when you're getting a message from the universe. And what we all know what synchronicities are. It's like when they sort of, synchronicities, even like serendipities and all those things are the universe's way of letting you know that you're on the right path or that you're doing something wrong. You know, like when everything happens and you think everything's lining up and it's like, you know, if you got, I don't know, your hours changed at work, but it worked out because now you can do something that you weren't able to do before, or just things like that. But I'm just giving you a minor thing that's not like a big life thing. But usually people are happy when they receive those synchronicities and it affects their lives in a huge way. And then sometimes it happens not so close together. Sometimes it happens like far apart and months apart, but those synchronicities are always there, and it's usually to launch you forward in a better way, and to launch you forward on your path. And then sometimes synchronicities happen, and you think it's bad luck, but later on you realize that sorry, I've been in a bad mood today. I love you guys. That bad stuff that happened to you, it even though it happened, it kind of fixes the way, clears out all the mess for new stuff that you're really meant to do. So that's sort of what it is. I'm sorry. Let me smile more.
Yeah. just as a quick side note to jump into, it's Colette's birthday today too.
Oh wow! Happy
So
birthday!
we've got
Sorry
a
guys, I was a little grumpy today. I had completely forgotten. Maybe because I tried to block it out that my dad's birthday is on Saturday, and then I remembered today, and I was like, oh, it was hard. But I'm here. I'm good. I had the sulking I needed to do for the first half of the day, so David put up with me and just sort of sat. I'm the kind of person, and I know Moon's the same way. It's like if I'm like, yeah, of course you want to try to be cheered up, but sometimes you want the person to sit there and be sad with you. So that sort of that helped. So I feel a lot better.
That's a good thing. Yeah, sometimes it's
Yeah,
just you got to have those days. It's just the way that it
yeah.
is.
Here's
Uh,
yourself.
it definitely does. So I wanted to jump kind of into everything here right now and kind of get into some of this stuff because we have a lot of people talking about it, and this ties in with what we're talking about, the synchronicity aspect of things, right? Knowing that you're on
Hmm.
the right path, knowing things are going the right
Yeah.
way. And yeah, something that we see a lot is sequences of numbers. For me,
Yes.
sometimes I think it's superstition, but other times, I mean, I always see 1111 or
Yeah.
333 or 444. I mean, and every single time it happens out loud, I always say thank you, universe, because I always know at that
I
point,
do too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's where you're supposed to be. So yeah, it's always a good thing to acknowledge it and say it out loud,
Hmm.
because it really is telling you, in my opinion, your guides are saying, hey, if you look up at this specific time and see it, you're on the right path. This is where you're supposed to be. So yeah, we
Hmm.
definitely do see that a lot. Jessica says hers is 333. CG says 1111 here. So yeah, it's interesting. We all seem to have these different things. Lately for me, usually 1111 is my big one. 333 is another one that I have. But lately, I don't know what it is, and I'm really thankful for it. But I'm seeing the sequences pretty much all the time now. I'll just happen to look up at the
Yeah, it
hour.
happens all the time.
Right, right. 222, 111, whatever the case might be. So I always assume that that's just telling me I'm in the right spot. And we're coming out of, for astrological people, we are just about to come out of this Mercury retrograde that
Hmm.
I think has been affecting all of us. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for everybody, but oh my God, sometimes with these retrogrades, the trials and tribulations that you have to go through just to get out of bed in the morning with some of these things is really tough. For me, it's always like quicksand. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but it can be really, really difficult just to have average things happen during the day. A lot of mechanical failures happen, things
Mm.
like that. And like I was telling
Shh,
Dee
the
that,
show,
oh, I know,
internet.
I was quiet.
Oh,
No, but I was telling Dee the other day, I came in for a reading with a mutual friend of ours, actually, and he was a little bit early to my home office. And when I walked in from working out, I went to go take my super, way too expensive sunglasses off, and I went to go pull them off, and the side of it just snapped off right at that point. I wanted to lose my mind. I was like, "Rrrr." But that's kind of how it works with these kind of things. So yeah, it's just it's a struggle, but we are almost out of it, guys. About midweek of the month, first week of the month, we're going to be out of Mercury retrograde. So I really see, getting back to what I'm saying here, that
hmm.
number sequence thing that we were talking about. I see that kind of as the universe and your guide saying, hang in there, it's okay, relax. And for those of you who are Aries or Taurus or have any of those kind of pig-headed signs, where we're just constantly moving forward, the retrograde is supposed to tell you to slow down and take a look at life and rest.
Yeah, it does
We
that.
don't do that. We just don't do that
Mm-mm.
well. We're not good at that stuff. So, like right here,
And then
Christine.
it kicks your ass because
Oh
you don't
yeah.
listen, you
Well,
know?
that's the thing. You can't fight it, so it's really
Yeah.
hard. Christine's like, 5 planets were in retrograde. So yeah, we did. It was a bizarre thing. We had 5 planets in retrograde. Oh my God, how crazy is that? Um, Cree, I think I'm spelling that right. KHRI, Cree, I believe. I see 28 daily. I hear it sometimes too. So there definitely is a number there that's one thing that I think they're trying to get through to you. Um, Tanya says that explains my sinking in all of life right now, work, money, etc. Yeah, Tanya, that
Oh,
that
yeah.
that believe me, with the retrogrades, oh my God, it's crazy. This one for me hasn't been as insane as some of the ones that I've had before, but I'll tell you what, this has been a struggle. Like, just for instance, we have a bunch of events that are coming up, and you put these events out, and people are excited about it, and then nobody signs up, and you're like, what's happening? But everybody's having financial trouble, or they have a work-related issue, whatever the case might be, and nobody can sync up and get together. So I'm going to be really happy when this thing's over. Um, Dee's gonna get mad at me because she said not to do this, but I'm gonna do. Can I do one, please? Just a
Do
quick one.
it, do it.
Okay, so Anita Lockwood, do I have any spiritual or psychic abilities? Anita, you need to get into counseling, spiritual counseling. Dee can be a person who can talk to you a lot about that because that's something that she's been doing for a long time, but it's finally just kind of putting a label on it.
Synchronicities
Yeah, this
have
is
been happening for me. Yeah.
yeah, it's all happening for her. So I would tell you that I think you already know. You really need to start talking to more people. And the other thing I'll tell you about this: stop blocking what you're saying because if you just let it flow, you're going to help a lot more people that way.
There you go.
Uh, well,
I got
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. Can I? Okay, just real quick. Everybody can hear us. Okay, see us. Okay, we're doing good.
They can hear us because I'm looking at the little mixer audio and we're good there.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Woohoo! Awesome. Just making sure.
Totally. And then Kyle says he totally understands where I'm coming from. He had a problem with a pair of Oakley sunglasses too. Oh, drove him crazy. May 9th is the end of the retrograde. Yeah, I believe so. I think the 9th is the end. Now, the one thing about retrogrades, not to go back to this mess, but the thing I found out about retrogrades is even when it ends, for about a
Mhm.
week later, you can still feel the reverberation of a retrograde. So
Mhm.
don't just think that day that it stops, it's like, woohoo, life is great, because you will get more frustrated with that because you have to let it kind of take its course, if that makes sense. So please, guys, give it some time. Ooh, another synchronicity
I don't
thing.
know what happened.
Oh, sorry.
No, I said I don't know what happened. Like all my stuff over here, just all of a sudden, just like froze, and
Oh,
then
it's
it.
because I'm talking about the retrograde and it's going to mess with us now. Um,
Uh,
People in the chat room are actually talking about synchronicity with colors, seeing certain
oh
colors
yeah,
are
yeah,
going to
yeah. That
happen
happens
too.
too.
You just left me hang. I thought you were going to talk some more. Wow, you just totally
I'm
left me.
agreeing with you.
Oh, you're like, great, Chris, keep going. Um, Jessica says maybe that's why I feel like I've been so up and down. Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy's getting sleepy. Yeah, everybody's kind of agreeing. Linda's a Scorpio. That's a tough sign. Oof, Scorpios. Linda, I'm glad that we get along because usually me and Scorpios, phew, it's a tough, tough go. I don't know. Aries and Scorpios, we're usually good on a long distance or kind of sort of thing, but when it comes to like face to face with Scorpios, do you have that issue too, D?
With some, not all. I
Yeah,
think a lot of it also has to do what part of the sign they were born on, because there's those cusps, people that are born on the
yeah,
cusp,
the
and then
cuts do matter.
they're yeah, like I'm March 21st. That's right on the cusp. It's
Right.
Pisces, Aries. So although I'm very strong in Aries, but I also have more patience than most Aries do, and Mooney can attest to that.
Mm.
Like, it's true. I have more patience than you do,
Oh
but I've
yeah,
got
by
I've got that
far.
Pisces thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have. I am like full blown
Hmm.
all Aries all the time. Fire, Mars, the whole thing. That's me. Um, Brandy says, I've been struggling not knowing which way to turn. I just want to come home and sleep. Yeah,
That happens.
right.
Energy gets drained.
That is the energy. It's going completely crazy. Rebecca says the stretch grade has been horrendous, especially financially and health. Yeah. Oh my God, guys, we were just having this conversation today, and I wanted to bring it up. And we talked a little bit about it last night, but this is just crazy. I don't know if you guys have noticed, especially kind of in our circle, the Box Talkers and Box Talk Squad, um, so many deaths that have been happening lately, just terrible loss. And it's definitely an energy shift. I'm not sure exactly where we're going with it right now, but my heart is just breaking every single day I get on
Hmm.
social media and I see everybody, losing a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, friend, and people being diagnosed with terrible diseases and things like that. It's been really hard lately, and this is outside of the retrograde too.
Yeah.
It's been really difficult to kind of pinpoint why it's happening, but it's been really intense. I don't know if you've seen that, D.
Gosh, yes, I have. I mean, I've got friends that are close to me that have been losing people. My best friend, her dad passed away just a while back, and
Right.
last week actually. And so, yeah, a lot of people that are close to me, they've been having to deal with loss a lot lately,
Right.
and people that I know on the internet and stuff, and it's just crazy. It's crazy, It's yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Hopefully things come back around.
Yeah.
Cheyenne says, I'm sorry, Moon. It's driving me nuts. I need to know, will my family and I get a home of our own soon? Is that in my near future? Cheyenne, I'm going to tell you right now, because I saw this actually last night around your energy when it came in. I, I think you will get a home fairly soon, but it's not going to be as soon as you want it to be. And sometimes we block ourselves from getting the things that we really want. We try to force things, kind of like trying to force your way through a retrograde. Same idea. The universe will give you what you need in time.
Maria Christine, she's saying, "Hey Moonie and Dee, I've been so depressed lately, and Bernice Golden recommended for me to ask you guys if you see me getting a new job and about my health. Um, I don't. The feeling I got is that I don't see. I don't know if you agree with me. I don't see her getting a new job anytime soon. Unfortunately, it's gonna take a
Well,
while.
and that's the problem is that the health issues are actually related directly, partially directly to the job and the stress that it brings her. Um, I would try to. I would actually actively start seeking something, but it's really important that you know not to jump too soon because I feel like you're an all or nothing person, and I get the impression that it's going to be one of those, well, I'll just go put everything into it and go do it, and I think that's going to cause you more stress, more problems, more health problems. So as much as you can, kind of on the down low, I would go kind of start looking and try to get out of the type of profession that you're in right now. I don't think it's for you.
Christina, so I don't know how to say her last name. Sobchik. I'm sorry. Oops, now I can't see it. You could probably see it because you're on your phone. She had a question there. Sorry.
I want to
I
jump.
can't.
No, it's okay. Jump back to it because I want to jump into Colleen's question here.
Yeah.
My boyfriend tells me I'm his and I'll never leave him. He will never ever grow up and keep drinking so much. Yeah, Colleen, you're right. That's a dead end situation, and you're already aware of that. You're going to have to make the conscious decision to leave. And I also sense that there's a violent aspect to this as well. My suggestion with that is to be as safe as you possibly can. Don't poke the snake. Don't cause any more issues than needed. I would suggest a quiet departure, if that makes any sense, and somewhere as far away as you possibly can. Or you're going to need to bring in some law enforcement and try to get them to protect you. But I don't like the energy that's around you right now.
Oof. Yeah. Well, definitely listen to Moon. Please don't second guess them because then later on you're gonna be telling yourself you should have listened. It's happened to me.
Oh, this is yeah, exactly. And James, this is really nice. I just want to say, hey Moon, you just got a great referral from Danny Class and Bernice Golden. Hey, thank you, both of you, so much. I mean, Daniel's an awesome guy. Obviously, we love him. He's Denise's partner on Phenomena Encountered, and he's one of the main guys here at the network. And Bernice of the psychics that are out there, I've got a list that I can count on 5 fingers that I truly respect and admire, and she's definitely in that group. So love you both, and thank you for the referral.
Thank you. That was awesome. Yeah, and she also recommended the other question, the other person to ask us that question. So that was awesome.
That's great. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for taking the referral and hanging out with us. And hopefully, we're able to bring some new information to you. Maybe bring you a little peace and light, and you can be our friends. You can be box talkers. You can be box talk squad.
Tanya Woodworth, how do you get rid of negative energy when it affects you inside of your heart and soul? Sometimes you just have to let it go through you. Sometimes you have to go through it because sometimes if you suppress it and you bottle it up, it'll come out later and it'll come out worse.
Yeah.
So sometimes when that negative energy is in there, you just have to let yourself feel it. You have to let yourself feel it and release it, because if you don't do that, you're going to bottle it up and then you're going to think you're okay, and then later on it's just going to come out worse. Trust me. Trust me on that one.
And to follow up with that thought, and something we talk about, or I talk about all the time on
Yeah,
here,
ground yourself.
ground yourself, important. And then the most important thing, guys, a lot of people, when they clear energy or let go of energy, they don't really do that. They kind of let go of things in anger and hate, and I want you to go away, leave me alone. I don't want you
Yes.
around me. I hate you.
You have to
They say
really feel
some,
that forgiveness and
yeah,
that peace.
they say some really deep things. And the most important thing you can do is get yourself to forgive whatever injustice was done to you. The
Yes,
bad
and
things
it's
that have
hard.
happened. Oh God, it's impossible. Guys, we're human. I mean, people sometimes come to me like, "Oh my God, you must think like this and that." I'm an average person, and I have emotions and feelings. And Dee,
Oh, yes, he
obviously,
does.
yes, she knows better than anybody. She hears the others like, "Arr," the mad moon.
But then you know what, guys? Like I know, like, and the majority of the time, when the truth is that I always do laugh and I smile, but Moon's seen me mad.
Oh yeah, it can be. She was just mad last night. She was just mad earlier.
Mm.
Oof, people send mean emails. Bad things happen. You don't
People,
want.
somebody sent me a mean email. I'm just gonna. I'm not even. I. I told Moon I wish I knew. But see, I've already released it, sort of.
Yeah, she's still holding on to it a little bit
Yeah, he knows.
because when she started getting it, well, I mean, it was a terrible email. People can just be so stupid and mean. I
It
mean,
was
you
terrible.
guys know, and you have to deal with it. There's great people and there's one bad people and blah blah blah. But they said some really cruel, dumb
Yeah.
things to her, and she takes things personally. I think we all do, and it was just so unneeded. And so when she started like venting about it, which I think you always should do, I think you should let that anger out and be done with
Poor
it.
Moon. Poor Moon. Hashtag poor Moon. But you know what, Mooney? Let me take this moment to say thank you for putting up with all my venting all the time.
Well, what can I say? My God, you put up with mine. That's a terrible thing. Um, but no, I mean, but that's the thing is that she let go of it, but she was speaking in Spanish there, and it was like that uncontrollable Spanish. It wasn't a choice; it just happened. And when it just starts flowing from her mouth, and she knows I can't speak Spanish, it's like, Dexter, I can't speak Spanish. That kind of thing.
Moon is just like,
I just go, oh yeah, okay, I'll wait for the interpretation later. But she vents and it's done. So anyway, yeah, we're just rambling, but always forgive. Always forgive. Just say,
yes,
you know what? It's not about me. It's about that person and how they're feeling. I didn't
yeah,
cause this. This is about them, and that's hard to do.
it
Um,
is.
Terry says, "Hello, I'm a Gemini. I've been very depressed and down. Seems nothing is going right."
A lot of people. Wow.
Yeah, Terry, I can tell you right now, and I don't know if this helps you or not, but it's not just you. It's going around with everybody. I was just talking to my mom earlier. She's an empath and psychic. For you who don't know, we call her Mama Moon, and she was saying earlier she woke up today, she was in a great mood, and then all of a sudden about midday, boom, she just got hit with the greatest
Wow.
depression she's ever had. and
Oh,
and I had to spend about an hour on the phone with her today just trying to kind of get her back to a level place because it was so intense. So I think she's picking up on the emotions of people that are around right now and the energies that are around right now. So yeah.
yeah, that could be it. And then since a lot of people, some people are empaths and they don't know that they are.
Right.
Some and then and there's signs. I mean, you can go through the signs. I mean, if you one of them is if you're a person that cries like that at a movie, I mean, you're a big time empath. I mean, if people stare at you like, why are you crying at that commercial? Like, it's and that's one sign. Another sign is if you can't be in crowded places because you start to feel everybody's energy. You just want to you can't be around a lot of people and things like. There's just a lot of
Right.
signs, but a lot of people don't know that they are, and then other people don't know that they are. You don't go around talking about it. Hi, I'm Dee. I'm an empath. Like you don't do that. So sometimes
I
people
do. And I say that I'm D too. That's the worst part about it.
that's like, oh my
I'm like,
god,
hi, I'm D. I'm an empath, and they're like, no, your name is Chris. That's not right.
and you're psychic.
So I get
Stop
confused sometimes, but I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Yeah, and and some people don't know that, and then they think that the person's just being rude, or they're being off, or they're being. But everybody's walking around with their own stuff, and we have to remind ourselves of that. And it's difficult because we're all human.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Really quickly, Brenda says hi from Newfoundland, Canada. Another
Oh,
Canadian box
awesome.
talker. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate that, and I know Dee does too. Um, Rebecca calls this it's a retrograde hangover. Yeah, like that's the kind of thing that happens a few days after, and a lot of people just don't understand what that is. They're like,
Yeah.
"Why isn't everything better? The retrograde's over. It needs to be done."
And then they're even more pissed, right?
Right?
Like,
They're like, "This needs to be done. It's just me. I'm having issues." No, it's not just you. Believe me, there's a
no,
ton of people
the
having the same
universe is not
issues.
against you.
Yep. This is interesting. Suzette says it makes me feel uneasy when I see 911. There's a lot of reasons that could be obviously of the tragedy that took place, the emergency that kind of is associated with that, or it could be something that's specific to you. Absolutely.
Hmm. Wow.
Oh, one more I wanted to read here really quickly. Lori says, my brother is on the heart transplant list, first on the list, and he has a blood clot in his, oh, I can't, IVAD heart. Will he get a heart? Sorry, it's a little messed up here. Get a heart, or is it too late? Uh, no, I feel like something's going to come through. I feel like it's going to be okay. Um, it's going to be super, super tense, but I feel like it's going to work itself out before anything tragic happens.
Hey, I just gotta say hi to Chuck. He just popped into the Mixer chat room. What's
Hey,
going on,
Chuck.
Chuck? Chucky, love ya.
Good,
Thank you.
good to see you in here, buddy. Thanks for popping in.
Awesome.
Gina says, "You're right, Mooney. It is affecting me in the worst way." So yeah, a lot of people are having these after effects. I'm just reading down the list here. Um, Mendy says, "Who are the spirits that are around me? I can hear my name called a lot, and out of the corner of my eye, I can see figures. And I do I have any psychic abilities? Mendy, I'm actually my mind started to wander. That's why I was kind of stuttering there. I think you actually are trying to be contacted by your guides. And I think you definitely have the ability. No, I'm actually fairly certain you have the ability to hear them if you open yourself up to that. So try to settle your energy down a little bit, and when it happens, try not to just look directly and expect something to happen. I would just try to really calm yourself down. That's what they keep telling me, is to calm yourself down and allow the message to come through, and try not to be scared.
Um, Tony Beat said, D, can you tell Mooney about my dream I dreamt about Mooney? Actually, I did already.
Oh yeah.
I told, I did tell him about the dream. And he was telling me that he had a dream about you and that you were carrying around a guitar. And I was like, oh yeah, Mooney's awesome. He's an amazing musician. He's like, oh my god, and he had a guitar in my dream. So wow, he
There
didn't
I
even know that
was.
about you.
I was hanging out in your dream. I showed up. You didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. We were all just hanging out. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. That one that I had missed.
Oh,
She was
go ahead.
also recommended to come here by Bernice and Dan. She says it's her first time on here, and she says I met a guy. Her name's Christina, and I can't pronounce the last name. Sobchak, I guess. I don't know. Christina. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not pronounce it correctly. Okay. Moon and Dee, first time on here. Recommended from Dan and Bernice. I just met a guy, and when we talk once in a while. Do you see our relationship becoming romantic or long term? Thank you. The feeling I get is that he's gonna like he's gonna lose interest along the way.
Yeah, I feel like there might be from her side a little bit too much pressure, if that makes sense. That she's going to put a little bit too much pressure on him, and he's eventually going to start fading out. If you want that,
Oh, did you get that feeling too?
hmm
Oh, I'm getting better.
but yeah, oh, you always are. Um, but yeah, it's I get the distinct feeling that if you want to have any kind of contact with him, you might want to play a little bit harder to get. I think that that's going to work to your advantage. I think right now there's a little bit of that suffocation factor involved, so give that a shot. Um,
That's right, Kyle. He says, please don't talk bad about people. Words hurt, and please don't be a part of it. It's not nice. Thank you.
that's the truth. Brandy's over here says, "Hello from Akron, New York." Hello, Brandy. I have been told to write a book or counsel people. Do you suggest that's a good path for me to take? And I'm looking at your picture right now. Yeah, absolutely. Um, with you, what I want you to do with the book aspect of things, I usually tell people to try to come up with a plan before they go into it. But with you, you're going to be more of an automatic writer. The thoughts are going to develop in very quickly for you. Stop looking at it as such a monumental task and just allow it to take place. And I think that that's going to happen. I would work on the book before you start doing the counseling. I just feel like that's the order, the path it's going to take for you. So give that a shot.
Um, mm. Cheryl Kalata Higgs says, my dad has had different health issues. Last weekend, he ended up in the hospital. You haven't read this one, have you?
No.
Okay. Last weekend, he ended up in the hospital, and a few specialists saw him, and there's not much they can do because of one thing or another. Do you feel he will be around much longer? Heartbroken. I didn't get a good feeling from that. I can't say. I'm not going to say right off the bat because like I'm not a doctor, but just reading that, I didn't get a good feeling from that. I feel like they there's not much they can do because I think that the one thing that they fix leads to something else going wrong. That's the feeling I get. Kind of like what happened to my dad, but I don't know if you get some other feeling from that.
I feel like there's some hope in there. I don't want to say everything's going to be okay because honestly, that's not how I feel about it. Um, but the thing that I always try to tell people is, the eventuality of everything is that we all end up on the same wavelength. We're not going to be here forever.
Look at it this way: whatever happens, he is going to be okay.
Oh, absolutely. That's the
Yeah,
thing is that
yeah.
humans look at death as this terrible ending and stoppage of something that takes place when all spirits, whenever they come through the device that I use, the ghost box, or I hear them speak, they talk about how happy they are and how free they are, and that they have all these abilities that they never had before, and it's such a better existence for them. So while it might be sad for us, it's a much better place for them. So try
Mhm.
to take advantage of the time that you have with them here, and try not to focus on the amount of time that you're going to have with them, and really focus on the quality that you get out of it. Say the things that you wanted to say.
And make him smile every day.
Make them smile. If there's questions that you have that you need to have answered before it's their time to go, ask those questions. Just get it out there, because they might be waiting for you to ask those questions so they can have healing too. Just really important that you do that.
I agree with you.
Thank you, thank you. Um, okay, let's see here. Kristen.
Amanda says, just want to say I've been a little down today, so I know you guys will cheer me up. That's what we're gonna try to do. That's my goal all the time, guys. I just after the show I like hearing, well, you made us laugh. Usually we make you guys laugh a little bit harder at the after party, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little bit more goofy than what we do over here, but yeah, that's kind of fun. Kristen jumped in here, said should try a day at my house. We have Pisces, an Aquarius, two Capricorns, a Leo, a Libra. It gets interesting. Oh my God, I feel terrible for you. Um, that's got to be an interesting house. So yeah, guys, wow. Um, Gina says she's praying it all gets better. Moonie and Dee, thank you. Yeah, I do too. Um, Katrin, you made a good point. World is becoming worse on a daily basis. So sad. Well,
And that's what makes all the energy, because if you think about it, everything's interconnected, and that goes along with synchronicities. That sort of proves the theory of one. And if the world's getting worse every day, is because all that energy, the more negative people there are, the more negative energy there's going to be around us. So it affects everything, and that's why it's important to try to clear or change that energy, I think.
yeah, I think. Well,
I'm just going today.
yeah. Well, but here's the thing too. Following up on that, Katrin, I would say yes. There's things that are happening that are terrible, and it happens every day in the world, whether we hear about it or don't hear about it. And we're in this huge, brand new information age where things, at the minute that it happens, the second it happens, it pops up in our feed. So if it's good or bad, we're going to get it. And unfortunately, with the news, as you know, they like to focus on everything terrible, bad, frightening, scary. That's ratings. That's how they get you in. That's how they keep you as a viewer. So, I think sometimes perception is everything, and the world
And we
is
said that yesterday.
right, and it's true. And the world is no worse today than it was yesterday or the day before that. It's just the fact that we're letting more things affect us. So this sounds like such a hippie thing to say. You have to be the change. You have to be the positive.
You
You
know
have to
what
be the
though?
light.
Don't you and I do that all the time? Like you'll say this is so cheesy, and then I'll say it too. It's so cheesy, but I just want to make people laugh and smile. But the thing is, it's not cheesy when you really think about it. It's what we need, you know. So
Yeah. No, I know, but that's the thing. I mean, be the change. I know that's
yeah,
everybody uses that line, be the change, man. But no, really, if you
it's true.
if you want things to improve, make it happen. Be the positive, be the light, be the one
Mhm.
who helps.
Yeah.
Be out there and just try to talk to people and encourage people, and help them with their problems. Do what you need to do. Sometimes people just need an ear.
Junie! Just sorry, I had to do that.
Hey, like interesting. Earlier, I was talking to my buddy James. I think he's in the chat room tonight too. And he's gone through some pretty intense stuff, and he said he wants to do something. He's thinking about opening up like a suicide prevention show or a hotline
That's
just on his
awesome.
own. And I'm like that. That's it right there. That's what you do. If everybody just takes that little piece and puts it all together, it's going to be a better place for all of us. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean and it's that thing. Smile and remember to make someone else smile too. It's chain reaction, If everybody did that, because that's there you go. Be the change.
It's true. I mean, just going on that
Yeah,
same line, what happens if you smile at somebody? They almost automatically have to smile at you back.
it's true.
And then they're going to smile at somebody. It builds and goes. We've all seen it happen. Excuse me. Um, Kathy, I'm getting behind in the chat room. I don't mean to jump all around. Kathy says, I'm a single foster parent of 6 little ones, hoping to adopt Floor. Do you see that happening for me? Kathy, I need you to reevaluate your situation. And this, I'm getting this directly. There's some things that are going on personally with you right now that would not make that the best thing to happen. So I want you to really look deep inside yourself, and I want you to understand why the universe hasn't provided that for you yet, because it will. It's going to happen. It's just right now. There's so many restraints, so many things that are going on that are trying to stop you from doing that. So look around and find out why.
I'm so happy right now. Thanks, guys. The vinyl version is much more popular on Thursdays. Doing good. You always make fun of my vinyl mixler, but what's up?
I, I'm sure the numbers between Paranormal Warehouse and
Hey, we're not
Mixler,
comparing.
no,
We're not
they're
comparing.
very close. I'm sure we won't even look. We won't even talk about it. I'm sure
Be
that
the change, D. Be the change, D.
I'm sure that you have likes and thumbs up going across the screen right now, and
You know
hearts
what,
and all sorts of
Moon?
things.
I've got
No,
a lot more in there than I had yesterday, and for that, high five.
there it is. Okay, you got it back. Okay, jumping it here. Christina Moon, first time on here. I met a guy and we talked once in a while. Oh, that's the one that we already said.
Yes.
Okay, Christina, we already answered your question. Are you reading him out of the Paranormal Warehouse one too?
Yes.
You're not supposed to read him out of there because I'm reading him out of here. She does this to me all the time. She's like, "You do your side and I'll do mine." I'm like,
Because
"Okay."
my side, they're like cheer. They cheer sometimes, and they just like do 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 do, and then so I want to. I don't. You
I
know me. I jump back from place to place.
I apologize if I answer your question twice because D is jumping back and forth here. So yeah, I apologize for that one. She tells me to do one thing, I do it, and then she gets mad at me. She's like, "Well, I'll just answer the questions over here."
When are we gonna do this right now?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I'm not angry enough. Okay. No, guys, we just joke around. But if you guys are enjoying the show, thank you for being here tonight. Again, we love you guys. We would not do the show without you. We could not do the show without you. So thank you for being here. You are our box talkers. Hashtag box talkers. Hashtag box talk squad. Thank you all so much. And again, if you wouldn't mind throwing this up on your
Share.
page, share it, share it, share it, and your friends will be our
Oh, I love
friends.
you guys.
And
They're all telling me they love me on Mixer.
that's really nice. I can't get far enough down in my feed because I have a lot going on here. Um, Brenda says, "Hi,
So he throws that at me. I can't get down my feet because I've got more people than you. I know the
I'm
way
just
you.
so much more busy over here."
I know
Um,
the way you work, Moon.
yeah, I know, I know. So Brenda says, "Hi, Moonie and Dee. Will I ever have a happy life? No home, only renting. Please." Yeah, Brenda. I mean, I see some good things coming up for you. Absolutely. And I actually see a matter of weeks before you see a serious change come through. It's not going to be too long. I say it over and over. It's about acceptance. Don't settle for where you're at, but find out why you are where you are right now. Um, let's see here. Just want to get through to a few new people here. Crystal says, "Will my disability benefits, are they going to be approved?" Uh,
It's gonna take a while, but
yeah,
eventually.
yeah, no, you're right, D. It's there's going to be some foot dragging, put it that way, but you need to stay on it. And the more proactive you are, even if you seem like you're annoying these people to death, and they act like every time you get in touch with them they're upset about it, keep pushing because that's the way you're going to get this pushed through.
I agree.
I'm just flying through here. Zane. Hi, Zane. I don't recognize your name, so I'm assuming you are new. Am I going to prison? Oh, God. Will my wife and I have another child? Metro Denver area here. Okay, Zane, so you're in my part of the woods. Um, you definitely have an uphill battle coming up. I feel that. I can feel the struggle and the energy. I also feel like you got some family on the other side who's trying to work with you. I think that, yeah, you've definitely made some bad decisions. What I'm hoping from this is I think that the more acceptance that you can have from this, if you can take responsibility for what's happened, if that makes sense, if you can take responsibility for what's happened and really own it with the universe, with spirit, it's going to help you out a lot. As far as the child, yeah, I see that happening, but it's down the road. It's not going to happen right away, and it shouldn't happen right away. Honestly, it's not the right time, and it's not going to fix anything. Boy, that was loud and clear in my ears. So I hope that helps, Zane. Um, I know I'm pronouncing this wrong. I apologize, guys. I am the worst at reading names. Uh,
No, it happens to me too.
It's Fetije. Fetije? Fetije? Is that sound right? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Do I have my parents around me, and do they have any message for me? Please tell me if you feel anything. Um, there's definitely a female presence that's with you for almost constantly, and a lot of people get a cold feeling from it, like they'll feel cold, like an energy drain that happens when spirit's near. But with you, I get a warmth that happens, and it's almost like it just brings a smile to your face. I don't know if this is your mother, but it feels like a motherly, maternal type of figure to me.
Hmm.
Sorry, Dee, I'm just flying through here.
No, yeah, and I'm trying to because my mom messaged me. She's trying to get in and she can't get in, so I'm sending her the links. I gotta help my mama get in, guys. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay. I'll keep going.
Okay.
Trish says, "Hey Moon, I'm sorry to ask this, but is my marriage of 14 years coming to an end? Also, will my settlements be coming in soon so that I can be able to take care of my son and I? All this stress is dragging me down." Yeah, Trish, I definitely sense the end of a cycle coming up, but I think this has been done for a while. I don't think that this is any kind of new information for you. I think this is just the final edge. Um, yeah, the settlements are one thing. They are going to come back in for you, but there's also some other things that you're not expecting. Some stability that's going to be provided. I don't know if it's through your family or someone who's coming into your life, but I can feel that they're actually going to be able to um, help you get on your feet and kind of maintain where you need to be and actually see things improve for you at that point. Let's see here. I'm just kind of flying through here. Chrissy, I just recently spent 7 days in the hospital. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'm trying to avoid stress. However, I'm also raising my grandson because my daughter keeps putting him in what I feel danger, and she doesn't seem to care. Yeah. Will this get better before it puts me back in the ER? Oh boy, Chrissy, I wish I had better news on this one. No. I'm praying that it doesn't bring you back to a point that you're back in the ER, but I think that the situation is just going to be a circle. I see this just happening over and over and over again. And it's so hard when you've got grandkids because you want to protect them and you don't want to see them in any sort of danger. But I feel like in a very strange way, and don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like you're enabling your daughter by almost taking away the responsibility from her. And even though she really kind of tries to, I don't want to say act, but she puts up more of a fight. I feel like she really enjoys certain aspects of when you take your grandchild. So you're going to have to be the one who ends that cycle one way or the other.
In the Mixer chat room, Melke says, "Hi, Moonie and Dee. Do I have any special abilities? If so, how should I enhance them?"
And who's this from?
Melke?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not getting any kind of connection.
You're not? Are you being serious? Or I never know when you're being serious or when
No,
you're
I'm
just
dead
joking.
serious. I'm getting no connection
Oh,
on that whatsoever. I don't know why. It was just like static. I didn't get anything on that at all. We
was it the way I read it? Maybe it's my fault.
No, I don't think it was you. I just, like I said, I just didn't connect with that for whatever reason. We can
Do
try
I
to.
have any special from Melke? Hi, Mooney and Dee. Do I have any special abilities? If so, how should I enhance them?
Not a thing. I'm sorry. I'm just not getting anything on that. But we can come back to it. But I'm not
Okay.
picking up anything on that at all.
Beverly Williams. Hi, this is Beverly. Will I get back together with my ex-boyfriend? We broke up about 2 months ago. His name is Brian.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I mean it's destined to happen. But I am concerned about some issues in that relationship, and I think I know what you know what I'm talking about with the trust aspect of things. I think that there's a real problem with that. Um, and there's also something about distance. I don't know what that's about, if it's between you or actual physical distance, but um, yeah, reevaluate before you jump into it. I don't. I think it's just a matter of opinion on that one.
There's another one in here. I'm going to read one more. It's important from Jax. He says, "Hello, first time listening from Ontario, Canada. Another Canadian. Welcome. I have been waiting 3 days for a job decision. They told me it was leaning my way, but there was some corporate red tape stuff, security clearance, nothing wrong with me just waiting. I'm hoping to hear tomorrow and hoping it's worth the wait and what I have been waiting to further in my career. Thanks and blessings." And I guess he wants to know, will he be hearing what he wants to hear? after all this long wait?
Yeah,
Is
there's
it going to
also
go his way?
yeah, I think it is. It's just
Yeah.
there's some other things that are going on behind the scenes that have nothing to do with you whatsoever. But I feel like it has tied things up. So try to really focus, keep the positive energy going forward. I feel like it's going to turn out for you, and everything should be fine. If you don't hear anything tomorrow, don't panic. I think that the word will come down very soon, within the next few days at least.
Yeah. Cool. And I wanted to get to that one because it's first time listener.
Yeah,
I love seeing the first time listeners in there.
and more of our
As much as I love seeing our loyal fans, but it's exciting. Like, woo, yeah, look at that.
it's cool, yeah, to see new people too. We have
Hmm.
all our friends and we get new friends, and yeah, it rocks. It's really cool.
So
Uh,
thank you both. I will go with the flow, and that's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really what I wanted to hear from you. That's what you need to do, and keep being grateful for it. That's really important. Okay, so Jackie says I've been waiting 3 days on a job. Oh, yeah, that's the same one. You're reading the same ones.
No, she put it on Mixler.
You are sneaking them in.
She put it on Mixler, bro. She put it on a Mixler. Not my fault.
Okay, Maria says my boyfriend and I have been together for 2.5 years. Do you see him ever coming home soon? I miss him. Hmm. There's something really weird with that situation. There's something with him. Um, he's this is a conscious decision on his side. I'm hoping I'm hoping for you that that's the case. But tonight's kind of negative in a way. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not picking up super great vibes. And one thing I'll always be honest with you guys. I'll tell you the truth and what I'm getting. I'm not always gonna paint rainbows for you guys and tell you everything's gonna be fine, because that's just not how it is sometimes.
And I don't like that. I don't like to be like, oh, but like I didn't get that positive vibe that the boyfriend was going to be coming back.
Right.
Not anytime soon,
Yeah.
at least.
There's
Not
there's some
anytime soon.
issues that need to be dealt with
My sister's
first.
in the Mixer chat room. What's up?
Hey, sister. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just trying to read down these really quickly. Holly, will my husband get another job and move our family, including my parents, out of state? When might this happen? Yeah, I feel like he's working on this. I feel like things are moving in the right direction. The intention's been put out there, and I feel like it is going to happen. Um, yeah, be patient. Don't expect everything to happen overnight, but I feel like everything that you're looking for in that one is truly going to happen. I think everybody's going to be together.
My sister is asking you. She says, "Okay, Mr. Mooney, let me know when my love life will get a kickstart."
Oh boy, you really want me to answer that?
She's her name's Lupita, so you know.
Uh-huh,
Yes,
uh-huh.
my sister Lupita. She's my older sister.
Okay. Uh, the love life aspect of things would be just fine for you, but your expectations are very intense.
I didn't want to say anything. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Yeah, you're right there.
and you have turned down more good relationships and opportunities than most people will have in their entire lifetimes. So, not to be mean in any way, and I'm not being mean here. I'm just being honest with you. Um, Take a step back, look at yourself, look at the people around you, and look at the situations that are coming your way, because you could have a lot of happiness happen really quickly if you would allow it to take place. But it's all about you. Sorry.
See, because you don't have high expectations then. No, but don't have them too
Well,
low
no,
either,
no, it's
sis.
not the high expectations. It's just that it's almost like a ransom list of demands. It's like it'll be this and it'll be that, and this is going to happen like this, and it
No,
better be
but I
like that.
mean, because she deserves it though, because she's,
No, I'm not saying anything.
she's.
I'm not saying it badly. I'm not saying you
Oh
don't
no, I
deserve
know,
it.
I know, but I'm saying like because she's like, huh? She's like,
No, no,
what?
no, no, no. It's just that you've made this mental list, check off list, and everything's got to be that way. And if it's not, you're not going to put up with it. And it's good to have high standards. Don't get me wrong, but you also shouldn't block out good energies that are coming your way. You have to be flexible. You have to let certain things slide. That's all I can
Yeah.
say. And I'm just going to leave it there. Uh, Christina says, love box talk, which automatically love Christina at that point. Christina, you're awesome. I recently lost a good friend. I'm sorry about that. Does he have a message? I miss him so much. Um yeah, I think the main message that I'm getting from him is that he's really looking for you to understand that he's okay. Um, I feel like he's tried to give you several signs, and I don't know if you've gotten any of those yet, but he's just trying to say, hey, it's okay, I'm over, everything's all right, and really trying to kind of give you that rub on the back, if that makes any sense, to let you know everything's okay. So yeah, that's the message. That's the message.
I'm just chatting with my sister.
Well, you continue chatting. I'll do the show. Um, let's see here. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Uh,
No.
so
I love you, Lupita. I just want to say, give her a huge shout out because we've all, it's been rough on all of us. It really has. And I know we've got my dad's birthday coming up on Saturday, but the thing is, my niece was, well, my niece, my other sister's granddaughter was born on my dad's birthday last year. So we're going to be celebrating my sister's granddaughter's birthday, which would be what, my grandniece? Yeah, right?
I'm not following any of it.
You're not listening to me.
No, I'm listening
Moo.
to you. I'm just not following off everything you're saying.
My sister's granddaughter, her birthday is on Saturday, which just happens to be my dad's birthday. She was born last year on my dad's birthday.
And we talked about the synchronicity.
Synchronicities. Oh, hi, Adriana. My other sister's in the chat room. That's the one whose granddaughter's birthday will be this Saturday.
Whew, you got a big family.
I know.
Really quickly, Nancy comes in. She says, I love that you are honest. Can you please tell me if my daughter's health will improve? Oh, boy. Yeah, but you guys are looking at a struggle. It's gonna take some time and a lot of perseverance. You guys really need to stick together. Everybody who's there needs to stick together. Very important.
My sister says, Dee, he must be talking about stuff I'm going to be doing in the future because I haven't passed up any good opportunities that I know. Yeah. And about having high standards, it's quite the contrary. But no, that's why, because she didn't have high standards before, but it was bad luck. So
Right.
she's
Exactly.
got those boundaries. She needs to, yeah, those boundaries.
You've got the wall up now, and then you've got the list of the checklist that you're going to go down. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sheba finally made it. Hey, Sheba, thank you for coming in. I know that she raced home from an event to be here on the show, so thank you for coming in.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for joining in.
Okay, Wanda is a first-time listener. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Wanda. Is my brother who was taken in a snowmobile accident speaking with me through time? I wake up at night and it's 3:33, 4:44, 11:11. I'm also finding dimes outside often. Yes, this is the signs that we talk about, the synchronicity signs and things like that. And there's a book that we've talked about before too.
The coins, each one stands for something different.
Symbolizes something, yeah. A penny is a thought, a nickel is a hug, a dime is a kiss, and a quarter is all of those things together. That's somebody wrote a book about all this, and my mom swears by it. And people that I talk to all the time have these experiences with coins where they see these things constantly. My wife has a thing that she sees them all the time, and it's her dad every time. She's like, "Oh, it's my dad, it's my dad, it's my dad." So yeah, I truly believe that that's them reaching through.
Yeah, and if you're finding a bunch of those dimes and stuff, it's usually because what was it? No. If you're finding the loose change around your house a lot, it's usually because that's how they're trying to communicate to you. But I said dimes because she must mention dimes. But usually that when you didn't know that you had that there and you just lost them, because I read an article on that too. So I also believe in that about the coins being messages.
Or you have holes in your pockets, one of the two. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Joking, kidding, joking. Sorry. Okay, so Patty says, hello from Nevada. I want to know why I get attacked spiritually, meaning at 3 a.m. I physically paralyzed and hear wings flapping around the room and then push down into the bed. I feel hands on my shoulders pushing me down and covers moving over my head like something smothering me in a way. We touched base on this a few weeks ago, the sleep paralysis, the sleep hag. Remember this one, Dee? Yeah, it's a very real thing. There's one side of it that you have to come at from the logical, scientific standpoint, which is a sleep paralysis. And basically what happens in that case is you go to sleep at night and your brain will shut down your body physically so that you don't harm yourself during dreams. So basically you don't act out during dreams, make those things happen. That's how sleep paralysis works. And then some people will become conscious during that time, and they'll feel like they're frozen, or they can't move and they can't breathe and things like that. So that's a very natural scientific thing that happens. On the other side of it, there's a very a spiritual aspect to it as well, where I've personally witnessed, and I know several people who've gone through the sleep hag. I did a reading
Oh,
for a man who's actually in the chat room with us. I'll let him jump in if he wants to talk about it tonight, where he was experiencing that same type of thing, being held down by what we could only consider a demonic force, literally being pushed down on the chest to the point that you can't breathe. It feels like your lungs are collapsing, your rib cage is collapsing, and it's a terrifying, terrifying experience. We don't know exactly why demonic entities pick out certain people. Sometimes it has to do with a communication that was done when we were children or young adults that wasn't safe, and we keep these attachments with us. So that is something that happens fairly often. But there are ways to take care of that, Patty, and I'd be happy to, if you want to message me, send me a private message on Facebook. I'd be happy to talk to you about it and try to pull you through that, if at all possible.
you have to read Dan's question when you get to it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I will do it. I will do it.
Please get to it as soon as you can. My mom just hopped in the chat room. Say hi to my mom, Moon.
Hi, Mom.
Hola, mami. ¿Cómo estás?
That too. If I seem distracted, the Broncos are on the clock right now, so
I knew it.
it popped up on my phone. So
I
was like,
got a
oh,
message.
I was like,
David, you got to get ready. You got to get ready and send us
I'll
the.
need to hear what the pick is, and
Please.
I'm going to react in one way or another. I apologize in advance. If it's really bad, I'm going to mute myself and try to cover my mouth like this.
You're gonna leave me alone.
Because but this is a very emotional experience. Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, guys. So he's having his little moment right now. So we're just gonna wait for Moon, and I'm gonna read a question from the chat room in Mixer real quick. And the question from the chat room, I know he's still listening, but he's muted. Is Moonie and Dee? It's from Jess R. Moonie and Dee. If my boyfriend and I file for a guardianship of our nephew, will it go in our favor, or should we go a different route? Very important situation that I'm so confused on what to do. Should I make sure he stays with us due to a dangerous situations with his mom? Okay. What I feel about that, and I don't know if Moon's going to agree with me, he's having his reaction right now. Sorry. Anyways, what I feel happening with that is that you probably should get him out of that dangerous situation, and it will go your way, but I feel like later on she's going to try to get him back, and then there's going to be that. And I don't know if he's going to agree with me on that one, but that's just what I felt when I saw that. So we'll wait for Moon to get back, and I think he's turning around now, and he's...
Hi.
I love you, Moon.
No, everything's just fine.
Did you hear what I was reading?
No, not at all.
Okay, let me read it again and see if you...
Well, I just want to thank the Denver Broncos for taking a tackle in the worst tackle class that's ever existed at number 20. Somebody who will probably never play. So thank you, Denver. Thank you, John Elway. Thank you, management. Thank you to the organization. We really appreciate you taking a third-round pick in the first round. Thank you. Thank you, Denver.
I'm sorry, I don't mean... Oh my God, wow. I better not do that because then something bad's going to happen to my Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. Just laugh it up.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
No, that's what I'm saying. Laugh it up because your team's on the clock.
Why what is it? Stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
And see, the thing is on my phone, it's just torturing me. It's like sending message after message from every news source that they did that.
Uh-huh.
And like people's reactions. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Laughing.
Back to the show.
Back to the show. Let's read that question again in the Mixer chat room from Jess R. It says, Moonie and Dee, if my boyfriend and I file for guardianship of our nephew, will it go in our favor, or should we go a different route? Very important situation that I'm so confused on what to do. Should I make sure he stays with us due to a dangerous situations with his mom?
Yeah, but you're going to have a lot of problems with that. There's going to be There's going to be some sort of government agency that gets involved, and they're going to drive you nuts on this whole situation.
And what I felt too is that eventually, like, they end up with him, but then the mom's gonna try to get him back later.
Oh yeah, it's never going to end. But perseverance is the key with this one. You're going to have to keep, if you really feel strongly enough about this, you're going to have to keep fighting, but know that it's going to be a long, long fight. It's really important that you know that.
Oh my God, David, what happened? What happened, David?
Uh-oh, something
What?
in the NFL newsroom, something's come in.
What?
Hold on.
Because he's like, cancel, Denise, cancel it. Mm.
I
Tell-
don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
God, I'm gonna have to mute it.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read a question here while this happens.
David, you just put it there waiting. Hi, guys. I'm just trying. Come on, David.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Marjorie Morgan's question. Does my partner have any messages for his son, his girls, or myself, please, or any messages from loved ones? Oh, yeah, and I don't mean to be so general about this, but I just get the feeling of well, it's really clear. Love loves you. Hang in there. He is there with you more than you know. So it's important that you know that.
Okay. See, nothing bad happened. He was telling me cancel it, like stop laughing at you because, you know.
Yeah, because you're going to have that karma.
No, cancel clear.
Oh, there's
All
no
right?
cancel and clear. It's done.
There's cancel clear. Mm.
The Dallas Cowboys select out of Christian University, Texas Christian. I don't know. All right. You're still trying to fight it off. This is awesome radio. Kristen
I love
says,
you guys.
Moonie and Dee, I need honesty. I ended my 7-year relationship. Did I do the right thing? I feel like I didn't because of our kids. Yeah, this is a tough one. It's kind of that back and forth. Did you do the right thing for you, or did you do the right thing for you and the kids? Right now, it's going to feel like a negative. It's going to feel like a no. There's so many obstacles and hurdles you're looking at right now. It's going to be absolutely tough. But in the long run, it's going to be better for everybody. It's just hard to see that right now.
Yeah, it's going to be better for everybody because your kids are going to get the best of both of you instead of
Absolutely.
getting the worst of both of you.
Yes.
Hmm.
Glenna wants to know, will my health improve, and does my mom have a message for me? Glenna, yeah, I feel like things are going to improve again over time. I wish it was faster. This is going to take some time for everything to resolve itself. And again, never perfect. I hate to say that. It's not going to be, and you already know that. It's not ever going to be completely resolved, but it is going to get better.
Have you seen Dan's question?
No, I'm still going through here. I'm trying to answer people's questions as I go through.
Okay, I want you to get to Dan's.
Oh, I just got to it actually.
Read it, please.
Let's see. I have the choice of trying 2 new soaps. One has a peppermint extract, and one has Himalayan salt. What do you think would be the best for me? Well, obviously, Daniel, we've talked about this several times. I mean,
Peppermint.
How many times have we compared peppermint and Himalayan and sea salt? I mean, it's like that's all we ever talk about. I'm going to tell you right now. The peppermint's going to give you that reaction like you.
Oh no, Moon! You're going to go on a roll.
Excuse me. The peppermint is going to make you feel like you're having like an exfoliation, but honestly, the sea salt, it's going to take a little while for it to actually start working. But in the end, the sea salt is the way to go because it's more effective. You're really going to get deep down and open up those pores, and that's what we want to do. We want to eliminate those blackheads. Again, Dan, how many times have we had this discussion at 3 a.m., right?
Oh.
So, but yeah, I know you're a big peppermint fan. I am too, but in my coffee. And no, the sea salt. That's the way to go. That's the way to go, Dan. And for those who don't know, Dan and I will be starting our
Oh God.
Dan and I will be starting
No.
our
No.
men's
Don't.
grooming show. It's a paranormal men's grooming show. We're still working on the name for it. But you know, you watch a lot of these shows and you see some of these guys and you're like, ooh, gee, you know, what's going on with that guy? We want to help these guys. You know, we want to bring them into you know, the 2017 season. We want to make sure the skin looks good, the hair looks good, everybody is you know, up to par, and that's what Dan and I have set out to do, and I think above anything else. So watch out for that show.
Mm-mm. And if you all have that show, I'm going to be asking you the questions just so I can keep making fun of you guys.
We haven't decided on a moderator yet, but we'll we'll let you know if we get to that stage. I don't know how much you know about that, but that's fine. Seemed a little odd to have you on a men's grooming show. Uh,
Right.
just saying. I mean, okay, let's see here. We're gonna. Dee's falling off the chair. She's gone. She actually fell off the chair. She's gone. Let's answer some questions while she's gone. So Wanda says, I saved them and put them next to the writing I did before he was killed. Yeah, you needed to do that. Let's see. Ashley comes back and says, Moonie, don't hate on Dee. Not hating on Dee. Let's see. That's where Dee is right now. She's non-existent. She's not in the. She has an awesome taste in music. Most of the time. And do you see me?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Dee. And also, do you see me and my son's father together forever? That's the plan. I just worry a lot. Yeah, Ashley, honestly, in that situation, I'm just going to give you a little word of advice with that one. Don't put the pressure on. Don't keep worrying about it because worrying will manifest bad things and it's going to affect his energy, which can cause problems. And just, don't. Don't do it. Just know that everything's good. Your path has been set, and enjoy that time. Enjoy being together.
My sister, she says, I would love a message from my dad. Both my sisters dreamed about me. I had a dream about my dad, and my other sister had a dream about him. She hasn't dreamt about him, so she would like to know if my dad has a message for her. That's Lupita, my older sister.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of covered this last night. You told me about your experience where your dad came to you, and then your other sister had another experience with that too. I think, really, the message is that you guys are all on the right track, and he's just trying to, get you to follow your dreams. I think each and every one of you in different ways.
I think with mine, it was more like that.
Hmm.
I think I think I feel that he's still worried about my oldest sister. I think she's having a harder time dealing with my dad. I mean, we all are. We're all having the same, but I think you're absolutely right in her having to keep moving forward, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think that he's trying to encourage the life path, and when each one of you had that situation where you were starting to say, "Oh, wow, you're here. How is this possible?" The minute that you do that and you start questioning how that's happening, the timer starts, and you only
Yeah.
have so much time to communicate. So, I feel like he'll probably attempt to communicate with you, and when that does happen, just be as open to it as you possibly can, and try to take it all in. That's the only advice I can really give.
He communicates with my oldest sister different though, because with her, she sees usually it's birds, and I feel like that's the way. Like when she's down or when she's missing him or facing a decision, she'll see. She's the one that I told you the story about all the doves that were in her front yard completely
Hmm.
covered. That's where and I don't see the doves, but my sister does.
Hmm.
So I feel like he's got a different way to communicate with
It's definitely
with all of
different.
us.
Yeah, it's different for
Mm.
everybody. It's what relates to you, and we talked about that a little bit last night too. Not everybody's the same. Not every situation's the same. We all react to things differently. So when spirits are attempting to communicate with you, just because I get one experience doesn't mean you're going to experience the same thing, and so on and so on and so on. So always try to be really open and pay attention to the different things that come your way.
Yeah.
Really want to get into this. Rachel, is Rick going to calm down and be a good father to my baby and in my life? Boy, guys. I feel like I'm the downer tonight, but I just feel like there's too much of a wild card in there. I feel like that's who he is. I don't feel like that's really going to change throughout his entire lifetime. I think you're stuck with whatever that is, so you got to make a
It's better
decision
to
there.
be honest, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheba says, "What was the man trying to say to me that woke me up screaming?" Sheba, actually, I think that was probably the person you were talking to me about in our private message, and I think that he's looking for forgiveness, and that's going to be really hard for you to provide that. I think that's going to be a big test for you. So, God bless you. I hope you can do that. Um, really quickly, Marcy is a new listener with a heart. Hi, Marcy. Glad to have you. I haven't had a dream of my dad since he passed 21 years ago. Do you feel anything from him? Why can't I dream of him? Okay, this is a unique situation, Marcy, and this is something I don't talk about a lot. Usually, when spirit crosses and passes over to the other side, they're there. They talk to us, they communicate, they look after us, they work with our team. I am getting the impression that he has already come back through. I think that he's already back on this side. I feel like the mission was not complete. I feel like he is actually back on this plane, and that's the reason that you haven't heard from him. He still is in your soul circle, but he's already made the transition back in.
That sounds about right. And there's a question here about synchronicities. Do you want me to read it to you?
Go for it.
Question about synchronicities from Meredith Morrison. Does it count as one? Does it count as? Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Stop trying to read like a teacher. Okay. Question about synchronicities. Does it count as one if it happens in dreams, TV shows, books, podcasts, or in your real life? Yes, absolutely. Synchronicities can happen with a song, with movies, with it. I mean, it does. It does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can say. It does. It happens. Usually in a way that
dreams, TV, yeah.
Anything that you pay attention to that you're interested in, if you see things come back around that way, that's why it happened like that. So
yeah, it doesn't. I mean, and sometimes you'll turn on the TV and it's like you'll see something as simple as a commercial, and it's like that's the message you need. And sometimes it happens. Sometimes you're like, wow, that's true, and it makes sense, and it clicks, and then it helps you. And those synchronicities happen. So yeah, no matter how the universe is sending that message through what's the word I'm looking for? Moon. Whatever. That. Thank you. Here you become like Daniel, like the word. Yeah. No matter how the universe sends it to you, it finds a way. And the thing is, you need to receive it. You need to recognize it, and say, okay, this message is for me, and listen and try to sort of take that and make sense of it and do what the universe is telling you to do. Go in the right direction.
Yeah, because if you ignore it enough, eventually the universe will send you in a different path. So try to always be aware of what's going on around you. It's really, really important. Really quickly in the show, I just wanted to stop here while we're kind of in the middle of everything and talk to you guys about some stuff that we've got coming up and things that are going on, and then we'll jump back in to talking a little bit and readings and things like that. This is kind of our commercial break sort of thing that we're doing here. Wanted to let you guys know, for those who don't know, I do readings with the Ghost Box. If anybody's interested in getting a private reading, and having 10 to 20 minutes of one-on-one time where we can sit down and really dig into conversations with loved ones on the other side, spirit guides, whatever the case might be, you can always reach out to me through Facebook. You can also reach out to me through my website, which is chrismoonpsychic.com. Dee is actually starting to do some new things too, where she's actually doing some psychic counseling, and that's a whole new thing, but so far so good. It's really been going well for her, so you can always contact Dee for that as well. And then we have some great events that are coming up depending where you're located in the world. We've got the first event that I wanted to talk about is actually happening in Denver, Colorado at the Lumber Baron Inn. It's a psychic party with me and my mom, psychic party with the Moons, and I announced that one yesterday, and we sold a ton of tickets right off the bat. So if you guys are in the Front Range area, please take a look at my page and you'll find where all the information is on that, and you can get some pretty inexpensive tickets, come have dinner with us and hang out and ask all your psychic questions face to face and get some things answered. So it'll be a lot of fun. Go ahead.
I was just gonna a question that popped up at me says, Dee, my pap passed 9 years ago, and he sends me cardinals whenever I'm having a tough time. And a month ago, my grams passed, and Bridge Over Troubled Water was playing. And when my brother's having a hard time, that song pops up, and that's exactly what we're talking about. That's a message from them. That is definitely a message from if your brother's having a hard time, and that's a song he always hears. That song, Bridge Over Troubled Water, just those lyrics. Those lyrics right there, that's the message that they are trying to get through to your brother is like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, get you through it. So if he's having a tough time, they're saying, I'm here, I'm here for you, I'm gonna be your bridge over troubled water. So that's that message, synchronicities from the universe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just really quickly, I wanted to follow up with a couple other things that are happening this month, and then we'll fly. So the other thing that's happening in May, I'm going to be in Utica, New York, at the Rutger Mansions. I'm doing a Ghost Hunter University with my mom out there. That's happening the second week of the month, second Saturday of the month. Find information about that one. Then I'm going to be at the Dubuque Psychic Fair. I'll be out there doing that in Dubuque, Iowa. And then following up behind that, we're going to have a Phenomena Encountered sort of event where it's going to be called the Chilla in Manila Paracon. So it's going to be my mom and I doing a gallery reading, psychic gallery reading, and then private readings later on in the day. And this is in Manila, Iowa. And then we're going to have a Paracon. We're going to do Ghost Box live. So this show will actually be
I'm
done
so
live.
excited.
Yeah, we're going to have a studio audience. You guys can actually come and hang out with us, be in the audience, play games, have fun, ask questions. Dan's going to be there. Daniel
Well,
Klaus.
probably that's good. You know what? We're gonna do the first tiny segment of manscaping on Box Talk Live.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get a little bit into that. And Coyote Chris Sutton's going to be out with us. It's going to just a ton of
That's
great
right.
people are going to be out there speaking, having a good time. We're doing ghost hunts. We're doing readings. We're doing vendors. We're doing all sorts of stuff. So please stop by my page, my Facebook page, or the website, chrismoonpsychic.com. You can find out about those events. You can sign up, get your tickets, all that kind of fun stuff. So I just wanted to put that in there before we got into anything further.
Awesome. That's our little commercial break.
Yeah.
Next time, what we'll do, we got to figure out a way to actually put it in there,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Why not? For now, we talk. We just have a good time.
It's Box Talk.
It's Box Talk. That's what we
We
do.
talk. That's what we do.
Yeah, we try not to throw too many commercial things in there, but most of the stuff that we talk about is, either getting you guys a reading, which hopefully will help you out, or meeting us at an event and coming out and hanging out with us there, and yeah, it's all about community and hanging out and having fun. So Catherine really quickly said, "Hey Moonie and Dee, how can we discover signs from our spirit guides?" Boy, we just talked about this one. Are my guides wanting to say something to me? I feel like they might be. Thanks. We always encourage the first thing when you're trying to talk to your guides. If you can meditate, meditate. Very important. If you don't have the ability to meditate, like me, because my mind is nighttime is the best time to do it. Literally reach out to your guides and ask one specific question. Keep asking that question until you go to sleep at night. When you wake up in the morning, either record or write down exactly what your first thought is, and your question will be answered at that point.
And don't second guess yourself. That first feeling you get, that's usually what it is. Don't second guess yourself, because then you're going to get everything confused again, and you're not going to know which way to go. Go with your gut.
Always go with your gut. Very important. First feeling is the right feeling every single time. Ginger says, I get no feeling that my Graham and Pap are with or near me. Sad face. Do they ever visit me? Have they seen my kids? Ginger, my impression of them is that they very much stay in the back. They don't really want to frighten or make anyone feel like they're intruding, if that makes sense. And I think that they were almost that way in life as well. So I do feel like they are around you. I feel like they're watching out for you. But I just don't feel like they've really made themselves known all that much.
That makes a lot of sense, because before you started saying that, I got it like I could see like a distant thing, and then you said that and it made sense why I saw that in my head.
A little bit of distance there, absolutely.
Not that there was no trust, but just like that they stay in the back.
Exactly. Ginny wants to know if her guides are less frustrated with her. Because I remember that coming through. I keep dreaming I'm in space going through wormholes. Is that me being astral projecting or something? And then she said, #be the change. Love y'all. Yeah, we love you too, Junie. I think that you have opened yourself up to some new things, and I think that they're trying to show you that you are growing, that you are projecting. I think there's good things that are coming out of that. So yeah, absolutely. I do feel like they're feeling that they're more in sync with you now.
I'm going to pick on her. No, they're still frustrated with you. Very frustrated with you, Junie.
No, that's not true.
No. I just since it's Junie, when you were reading her question, I was like, on purpose.
Nice, scare her. Like,
no, I love you, Junie. I'm just picking on you.
Oh my god. Okay.
No, she really is. She has the ability to be really in tune, though. That's the vibe I get from her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Big time, big time. I mean, I just sort of like when I think of Junie, her vibe is like in tune, not just with, but just everything around her. And then I think she like that the whole tries too hard. That's why they used to be frustrated with her. But ever since you gave her that advice, I think it's getting better for her.
Yeah, I think so too. I really feel like they're just more in sync with you. That's the only way I can really put it. Pearly May, love that name. It says, awesome show. Thank you. Second time watching. Thank you again. Great job.
Awesome.
Meditation is so hard for me, but I get the ideas pop into my head, and I know they aren't mine. They are way smarter. I
Don't sell yourself short, though.
Oh no, I feel the same way. There's times too where I'll get these messages that I download and I'm like, where did that come from? I am not smart enough to know this, so I know exactly where you're coming from. Um, I've had one maternal grandfather materialize just for reassurance. What do I do with this gift? What's next for me? Yeah, I think that your gift is definitely mediumship. I think it's communication. I feel like as anyone would, you're blocking it a little bit, but I think that if you would open yourself up to it and establish some ground rules with spirit, I think that they will start coming to you more frequently, and I think that you're going to find a lot of peace from doing this. I think it's nothing but positive things.
I I'm noticing a lot of people that are like in Mixler, and I've seen it a couple of times pop up. Because honestly, one of the best and quickest way to be able to sort of just open yourself up and clear yourself and just connect better with spirit around you, if you haven't learned how to, like Moon, he it's very difficult for him to meditate, but
Very.
he's been doing this for a long time, and you have other ways and other, the way you deal with yourself, the way you deal with yourself. Aries, we tend to do that. We tend to be able to, like, okay, you know what, I can't do it this way, so I'm going to figure. But if one thing that helped, I do meditate, and one thing, it could be that, one, I'm a cuss baby, and two, that what I do, and I had to teach myself, and it was tough, man, it was tough. But there really, for me, there can't be any noise around me. I got to shut everything off, and if there is noise, it's got to be music. It has to be meditation music, and I have to be by myself. And I have to be sitting in a room by myself, and I have to close my eyes, and that's how I meditate. That's just, I can't, because then if even noise from coming in, I mean, that's for me. If those things are not met, I cannot meditate. My
Right.
mind's just, that's the only way I can shut my mind up, because my mind's always going. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it works differently for everybody.
Yeah. So
Definitely. Sorry, I'm
that
typing.
was that was just my like my brain's always going. But that's you have to shut everything out and just enter that void, and then that's when you begin, and you feel different when you're able to do that. And that's why, for some people, that's why Moon does that in his sleep.
Yeah, that's the only way that I can do it, and I've talked about it on the show. I won't bore everybody, but I
Hmm.
have to sleep with the TV on. I have to have the TV on because if I don't have the TV going in the background, they'll start talking to me to the point where it'll start as a low whisper and then a loud roar like they're talking in my head. So from the spirit, I literally have to shut them out at night that way. That's the only way that I can do it. But yeah, everybody has a different way to do it. Brenda says, "Hope you're okay, and I love your hair. Blessings to you both." I'm assuming she's talking about my hair because my hair is the
Probably
best.
your hair. Your hair is the star of the show.
You get good hair too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but you won't let it get blue. We're not going to get into that again.
I am blue right now.
No, but like my hair won't turn blue
No,
thanks
I
to
know. I'm
you.
not going to get back into that. You say I've cursed your hair. I promise I haven't cursed your hair. My buddy Clancy says Jan's father Dick is back in the hospital for the third time in 10 days. Ugh. Is this the beginning of the end or just another low health point? You know, Clancy, you know me well enough. I don't ever call the final shot when it comes down to it. It's just not the right thing to do. But I my feeling is it's probably time to start, you know, saying the things that you want to say, like we talked about before. I think that this is probably the time that you know it's getting there. That's all I want to say. And I wish I'd say that I feel a rebound, but I don't.
Speaking of synchronicities, Meredith says, okay, this is one of the synchronicities I was talking about with the show. I was having a lot of trouble with mental illness and had gotten to the point I couldn't sleep without noise running again, something that used to drive my family insane when I was younger. When you both started talking about that same topic on the show a couple weeks ago. So see, there it is. There's that synchronicity, and maybe that's a message to you, just saying, that's how you do it.
Yeah, I definitely I agree. That's my method. That's how it works for me, and I've had to develop it over the years. I used to try to sleep in a room with silence, and that never worked out well. Tried a white noise machine that drew them in, and then went through a few different things. But yeah, the TV's the way to go for me. So if there's not a TV in the room, it's going to be a tough night for Mooney. Um, Glenna says it could be worse. You could live in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, it could be. You're right. But at least Cleveland had a good draft pick. I'm just going to say that right now. You took a smart draft pick. You didn't take one of the worst tackles in NFL history. But you're right. I feel terrible. I think you guys are like 4-27 since like it's just a terrible, terrible place. So Glenn, I sympathize with you. When do you see my daughter meeting Mr. Right? And does my mom have a message for me? Daughter and Mr. Right. This is going to take some time. This is not something that's going to happen soon, and that's on her. But it is going to happen. Message from mom. I'm not connecting on that one. I will come back to that one. Um, Tony says, Moonie, am I going to get there soon with my abilities? Yes, that's you're in a really good spot with that. And I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I think that your things are moving really quickly for you now. So yeah, hold on, it's going to happen. Sorry, Dee, did you have something? Uh,
But then I saw it in your chat room, so I'm just gonna let you get
yeah,
to it.
let me get to it. Let me get to my.
But it made me laugh, so I'm just gonna let you get to it.
You stay in your chat room. I'll stay.
I'm
in
gonna
mine.
stay in my chat room. You stay in your chat room.
Yeah.
Don't come into my chat room, Moon.
I'm
Don't
not,
you dare
no,
come
I'm
into
not
my
going,
chat room.
no,
Stay
I'm
stay
not.
out stay
I'm
out of
not.
my
I'm
room.
not doing it. I'm not doing it. Oh my God.
God, let's go. Let's
See what I
go.
put up with? James says, so I'm planning on opening my own business this time next year. Do you see it happening, or am I wasting my time and effort? No, you definitely need to do this. It's important, and there's a lot of personal reasons in it for you, and you know what those are. So yeah, James, go for it. Be patient. Again, the time frame sometimes doesn't work out exactly like we think it should, but I feel like things are going to be good for you. Heather's thinking about becoming a foster parent. Yes, you need to do that. That's really important for several children um, who are going to come into your life.
I just want to say that M says Boss D. That's all I'm gonna say.
I thought we were friends, Em. Thought we were friends. Thought we were friends.
Cora says, D, do you see me moving up in a promotion at my work?
And I see that in my chat room as well. You know what?
Mm.
I do actually. I see something happening. It's not going to be a major shift, but it's going to be something pretty. Yeah, it's going to be substantial.
I think it's gonna make things easier for her. That whatever it
Yeah,
is that happens.
yeah, I see that. It's going to be. And again, this one's coming pretty soon, so that's a good thing. You need to keep pushing for that one, though. Really important.
Mm, they're saying that I'm boss. I'm just reading D's boss. Yeah, D's boss. D's boss.
So Christina says, my ex was very abusive and just
He
got
just skipped over it.
relocation and sole custody of my daughter. Oh boy. Well, I have to come back to Buffalo, New York for visitations. Will he fade away? Yeah, you are going to be stuck in that situation for a while, Christina. The only thing that I can say is it's going to be so difficult for a while, but things are going to swing in your favor. I'd say probably within, I want to say 15 months, 15 to 16 months, you're going to see things change. So try to be patient. Try to let that happen the way it's supposed to. And God bless you. And if you want to talk or anything, just let me know because I know how hard that can be. I came through a very similar type of situation.
Type something in there for you to look at when you get to it.
Yeah, I saw that pop up on my thing.
You did?
I'm just gonna ignore that because that's
You have to read it now.
my new hashtag is dboss is a lie. Um,
Whatever. I am D boss. Let's just keep going.
dboss is a lie. Okay. Pam says my brother was murdered 4.5 years ago. I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time getting over this and moving on. Will it ever get better for me? And is he with me? Yes, he is absolutely with you. I feel like he did have some trouble in the transition because of the act of what happened. It was very sudden. It was very quick, and it was absolutely terrible, brutal. But he has crossed. He is over, and he is with you now. Um,
But the pain never goes away.
no, the pain never goes away, but I really feel like you're going to make a communication with him, and I think that some of the questions that you still have about this are going to be answered. And the message that I can tell you right now is that it's okay just to talk out loud to him, and I feel like you do that sometimes anyway. Just talk out loud to him and listen for his responses. Listen for how you feel, how it comes to you, because he is trying to reassure you that he is okay now. He is over.
Meredith Morrison says, I'm curious, does anyone see anything about me in graduate school? I know I need to go, but I also feel I need to wait, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, honestly, there needs to be a break before you go. It's too much. It's overload.
I think there needs to be I think you do need to wait, but I don't think you're going to wait that long. And I think you're going to attempt to go too soon. And I think Moon's right. I think you need to wait.
Yeah, the best thing you could do is stop and take a deep breath with that one. Do something that you've always wanted to do. You have the means to do it, and you know what we're talking about with that. Um, Go take the time for yourself because it's going to make your life a lot better.
Car Mosher says Moon and Dee are the bomb.
Well, I agree with that one, especially the moon part.
Oh God.
Patty Cartwright
Let's
says,
just be nice to each other right now, and let's just go back to hashtag Moondie.
"You started this war."
No, I didn't.
Patty said, "Will my relationship go to a different level?" Yes. You're going to be the one who initiates it. Absolutely. Um, Angel says, "Any message from my Aunt Shirley?" I'm not picking up on anything right now. Um, doesn't mean that there's not one. Um, but yeah, it's coming. Yeah, there'll be a message for you.
Jabril Peppers to Cleveland from David.
It's just getting better. Um, James says, "Mooney's Manscaping." Oh my God, that is an awesome name for a show. James, thank you
It's
so
got to be
much.
Moonie and Dan, though.
Yeah, you got to add Dan in there somehow. James, I like where you're going with it. Get back to me because that's very good. I like that one. Linda, going through some health issues. Will things work out? Linda, absolutely. I like that you're keeping a positive attitude through this whole process. It is going to be okay. And you keep in your heart, in your soul, believe it, know it. Don't ever doubt it. And give yourself a break every once in a while because I think that you're still looking out for every single person in the world except for you sometimes. And I think you need to do more of that and really kind of take care of yourself a little bit more.
M says, and I know you're mad at M because she said I was D-boss, but let me read it. M says, Mooney, remember D-boss rules. But question, I have these little things running around the house that drives me crazy at night, messing up the kitchen. They call me mom at times. Will they settle down ever?
Oh, was somebody talking?
Are you really? Are you ignoring me, Moon?
I thought I heard something. I don't know.
See, Moon's being mean to you, M. I will answer your question because she thinks I'm the boss. She says, I have these little things running around the house that drives me crazy, messing up the kitchen. They call me mom at times. Will they ever settle down? Ever. You know what? I think they're picking up on a lot of her energy, and that's why they're restless.
Were you answering
Moon?
a question for someone?
Moon! Stop. Go, come on.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything.
Chihuahuas.
I'm not
Vas
sure.
a empezar, ya vas a empezar. No me hagas que empiece a hablar español.
Dos.
Answer M's question.
The little black things that are running around the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're manifestations. I think that they're, yeah, it's exactly what
Picking
you said.
up-
No,
picking up on her?
it's her energy that's manifesting itself in those things. I don't think that it's a physical being.
Moon, high five. I'm getting better. He didn't high five.
I did. I high-fived you
No,
quietly.
you
I
didn't.
did. My buddy,
And Judy says World War D.
yeah, that's where it's coming down to. So Clancy, my buddy Clancy says the name of the show should be Men's Grooming Beyond Beards. I love that. I love that. Dan, if you're listening, Beyond Beards, I think this is where we go with this. I think this is what we need to do. So get in touch with me, and we'll go from there.
God.
Very
That's all I'm
important.
going to say about that one. Meredith Morrison says, what if there are three things, and I'm not sure which one, laughing, crying right now? That's a follow-up on her other question about graduate school, and she doesn't know which way to go, and she feels she needs to wait. She's not sure why. She said, what if there are three things, and I'm not sure which one, laughing, crying?
No, you know which one.
There's a lot.
You already know which one it is. The other two are nothing compared to the big one. I'll just put it that way.
Jean Shea Lehman says, my first time here. Does anyone on the other side have something to say to me? Will I be alone for the rest of my life? You're not going to be alone for the rest of your life. I can tell you that right now. I picked up on that right away.
Yeah, there's some self-esteem issues going on with that whole situation, and that's been for a very long time. The yeah, you're gonna have to take the wall down before anything starts to develop for you in a lot of different categories. And just to reiterate, it has nothing to do with being your fault at all, but it is important that you let the wall down. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. Sheba says, Spirit Daddy, what was the man trying to say to me when I woke up screaming last night? And again, Sheba, I think this one was the one that we were talking about. He's looking for forgiveness. Very, very important. Ooh, ooh, James, I like yours too. Moonie's new show, Here Comes the Groom. Get it? Here Comes the Groom.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
you know what? That's the winner.
is it?
I like that.
Dan, let me know.
Grooming, manscaping. You know what? I mean, I know
get
I
in the
give you guys crap about your
yeah.
manscaping show, but that would actually be a really catchy title.
Yeah.
You know,
Here
like
comes
that.
the groom.
Here comes the groom. I like it.
Dan, get in here. Let me know if you like that.
Only if I get to be the hostess and
What
the
do you
mediator.
have to do with men's grooming, D? What?
I just want to be the mediator. I'm a ham.
It's always the D. The D, the D, the D.
Everybody loves the D. Besides, the three of us are a team.
Colette says, You're mad, D, but in a lovely way. Bless you. Hugs.
Love you guys.
So basically she's saying you're crazy, just so you know. Um, it's funny because my Alexa just went on by itself and said, sorry, I don't know that name. Um, this is my paranormal life. Elizabeth Pierce says, should I concern about this weekend? Is there something I need to know? I'm not getting anything around this weekend at all. I think that everything is good. Yeah, there's not. I think that you think there's a danger there that's really not. I think that that's more inside you than anything else. Tony, is Dee sweating right now? LOL. Yes, I'm sure she is. Um,
Am I?
no, you're not. You're not.
Why am I sweating?
No, I mean we just had you on the ropes. That's what was going on. Okay, have another one here. April says, anything about my 13-year-old niece who's in the hospital in a tiny town with not much help for mental health for teens. Yeah, that is going to be a tough situation. That's not going to be a good thing. Boy, I feel like she needs to be moved into another facility. I think that's really, really important.
That's kind of this next one here is kind of with the synchronicities, the way that things happen. Melke says, so last week my spirit guides laughed at me. Remember that last week her spirit guides laughed at her.
Mm-hmm.
And this week you get static and nothing. Am I blocking myself from my guides? That's true every time, you know.
That's the truth. You just actually said it. That's exactly it. You are blocking it. It's that trying too hard thing.
Those synchronicities thing, the trying too hard, just let it happen.
Yep, you just said it yourself. When you're blocking yourself, that is a tough thing. So
they're not going to come through. Yeah,
just deep breath, let it happen. That's all I can say.
If you don't let it happen,
yeah, you're always wanting to be in control, and that's not going to work in this case. So give it a shot, see what happens. Hey, Kelly made it. She said she was a little late, but she made it tonight. So hi, how are you doing? Let's see here.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. I'm trying to jump around here a little bit. Lisa
Me
D.
too.
Switching jobs anytime soon. I think we talked about that one already. Okay, Daniel has a follow-up. He says, I want someone would just make a peppermint and Himalayan salt soap, damn it. Well, on the next episode of Here Comes the Groom, we can talk about the difference between the peppermint and the Himalayan sea salt. So I think you're right. Maybe we can put those two together. I think that might work out. Teresa, she says she's in college heading for an RN. Congratulations on that, by the way. Will I succeed and become a good nurse, or should I follow a different path? Looking at your profile and seeing the energy coming from it, absolutely. The medical world needs you. I think your energy, your sense of humor, I think it's going to do some wonderful things for not only the patients but the people that you work with. So please follow that path. And this is also something that you've done in a past life too. So you're still continuing on. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see. There was a question, and I skipped over it. Cora, were you the one that wrote the? It's because tonight's actually going fast on Mixer. I'm not used to it, so I'm like, I was going slow at first, and I'm like, I gotta speed it up. Yeah, I gotta do the Moonie thing and be fast.
Love and light back to you, Anita, by the way. Margaret says 6 degrees moon.
Why? Oh, for the show?
Get it for the synchronicity, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeanette Friday says, husband and I often hear steps above us if we're downstairs. Who are these spirits? Sheba was actually having that experience when we went and did the investigation and shot the latest Ghostbox Chronicles in her house. So she can tell you a little bit about that. The spirit.
Sorry,
It's
Judy
okay.
wrote something she's not supposed to start talking about now until the after party.
Oh boy, no, no, Junie, hold off till the after party. Very important. Um, Jeanette, I really, with your situation, I'm feeling this is definitely family members. Um, Older male. All I'm getting is a shadow on it, but it's definitely an older, tall male trying to get in touch with you. Um, Daniel says he's got a hashtag be like Daniel.
Daniel, what's Daniel's hashtag?
Be like Daniel.
Be like Daniel?
Yeah, like be like Daniel. Like that's what you want to be is be like Daniel. Because we were saying be the light, be the change, be the, and he says be like Daniel. Um,
You know what? Daniel has very good energy around him.
yeah, he does, and good
Yeah.
grooming tips too. Um, Marcy just gave me some affirmation, some confirmation. She said, "Moon, thank you." He passed from Alzheimer's, and that was from the reading we did a little while ago. So,
Wow.
very.
Moon, I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself?
I did mute myself as I was trying to hold the phone and open my
yeah,
sparkling ice.
and you muted yourself, and I didn't hear anything that you said.
I'm waiting for sparkling ice to send me a case. I'm still waiting. I'm like,
And there, so I'm like, I'm here like listening to what you're saying, and then like it just went blank. I'm like, wait, no, like it's not my internet.
no,
It's Moon muting himself.
right. No, I was just saying that it's nice to get confirmations. When you do readings for people and they say, "Wow, that
I
really
actually
makes sense."
love when you get confirmations. I love reading those because it's one of those things like and a lot of times people and it's okay to be skeptic. It is you want to make sure that you go to somebody who knows what they're doing and somebody who's the real deal. And so I love when you get those confirmations. I do.
Yeah, if I wasn't getting those confirmations, this would be a pretty lame show because nothing would be happening. Oh, Debbie actually says she's in Utica, New York. Debbie, please, yeah, check out the event and stop by. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a good time. Lorella is in Iowa, and I really hope that you're able to make the Chilla in Manila event. Anybody in Nebraska too? It's like right on the border, and even Missouri is close by. So
Come join
it's going to
us.
be so much fun, guys. We're all going to hang out and have a good time. It's going to be a lot like this.
And I mean,
Oh,
the Box Talk Live, and then oh my, can you imagine how we are on this Skype thing? Can you imagine just you and I doing Box Talk, just like right there, like he's right next to me?
it's insanity. It's
Smack
going to
him.
be insanity. I'm a little afraid. I might bring security. I'm not sure. I'm still debating. There's a thing
Whatever.
that I've got going in my head. I don't know if it's a good idea. Um, okay, Colette
Wait,
says,
I did the.
Er? Colette says, I get that a lot. Song comes, oh, this is back to the songs. Yeah, when she's thinking of her dad, the song comes on. Um, and I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm way behind here. I'm trying to help get back to everybody here. Uh, where's my
And
business?
that
Oh,
goes along. I'm sorry. No, go.
that's okay.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, Shelly says, "Where's my business heading? Anything I should be doing that I'm not? Let's go Buffalo." P.S. Bills need it. They do need it, by the way. My God, oof, what a dumpster fire that is. Um, yeah, the business. Yeah, that is something positive. You know, it's going to get darker before it gets better. I'll be honest with you. It's going to take some real effort to get this thing back on track, and you know exactly what I'm talking about with that. You need to take more control of the situation. I feel like there's some sort of other influence that's out there right now that's causing a problem. So please, 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 more hands-on from you.
But don't give up. Don't
No,
give
don't
up.
give
It's
up
like
at
they
all.
say, when you're going through hell, keep going. And like he says, there's going to be something. It's going to be hard. Just keep pushing forward.
Oh, Dee, listen to this. This is important from Ashley.
Uh huh.
She says, Ashley says, I love when Moonie talks. I have to turn up my sound, and when Dee talks, I have to turn down my volume. And an add on to my question about me and my boyfriend, I just feel like I'm being used at times. I don't know. I just wonder, is that real? Should I continue on? Yes, absolutely. But I think the comment that started that was absolutely dead on. I think it's pretty. And again, I'm sure she just had to turn down her volume. Um,
I'm going to start whispering. So I'll whisper and you
We're
talk.
not getting back to the whisper talk thing. Oh my
No,
God, you guys.
we're gonna whisper. I'm whispering because apparently I'm too loud.
Then I'll speak louder.
There you go.
No, I don't like it. Change back. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
No, don't. It's creeping me out. Don't whisper. You're freaking me out now. I don't like it. It's making me feel.
You're not gonna be able to focus. These questions are gonna be coming. And you're gonna be like, guys, wait,
It's
no.
making me feel funny.
Oh my God, it's okay. Well, in 10 minutes, you know what gets to happen.
Oh, it's the after party, guys.
Ah!
So for our new friends, our new box talkers, and our new box talk squad people, for those who don't know, we go over to this ancient platform called Mixler. It's like an old LP, kind of thing, and or an old VHS tape, if you guys even know what those are. And
But
basically,
it's awesome. I'm telling you, last night was a blast.
we go over there, and you can only listen, but it's kind of the adult version of this show. So it's kind of anything goes. People get dumb and crazy. We talk about stimulating goldenrods. We talk about.
They don't know what that is. You can't do that.
I know, and there's nothing dirty about what I just said. There's
No, there
nothing
is
dirty,
nothing dirty about what he said.
but it
It
gets
goes back to
it,
Lee, and it's no, it's
last.
nothing dirty. It just sounds bad.
It just
But
sounds bad. But Lee started the whole process. But last night there was a whole Scooby Doo thing that happened, and Dee
go
started.
promise, I will do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah. She'll do it again tonight. So Velma was involved. It was just. You guys, I can't even explain. So, if you want to download Mixler or go to the
Yeah.
website, and she'll put the link in. So, if you guys want to head over there and talk to us a little bit more, we'll be over there in the after party. People seem to enjoy it.
The after party is just BS. It's just
Oh
nonsense.
yeah,
It's just
no, don't
hilarious.
expect any real topics that are going to be happening over there. It's just going to
And
be
it cheers everybody up because right now it seems like people have been really down, and everybody's going through something and goes with that synchronicities. And I promise you, if you feel like crap or if you've been depressed, please go over to our after party. Please, please, I beg you. You will love it. I promise you. It's the therapy you need.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have about 9 minutes. I just want to get a couple more questions in before we jump over.
Mm-hmm.
So Rick says he's a first-time watcher, but second question: I live in a house that has some bad spirits. I feel one of the spirits took over my ex-roommate. He changed so much. Is that what happened to him, or was he just basically an ass? Um, yeah, Rick, I feel like there was some influence there. I feel like the negative energy that was there had to do with that, with his and it was a transformation. You actually saw a transformation in him. It wasn't, uh, like it was one day he was one way and the next day he was another. You saw a gradual change. I feel like he may have brought that energy with him, and I think that it just took advantage of the situation. Um, and there's a lot of drama involved in that too, so I feel like that was there, definitely. Kelly, astral projection dangerous? Yes, if you don't know what you're doing, astral projection can be dangerous. I'm just flying through here, guys, trying to answer. There's that DBoss thing. I'm not going to even get into it. And Teresa, I answered you. And a lot of these are repeats. Okay, really quickly, Rhonda says, my bro and sister-in-law bought a house a few years ago, and a short time after that, things started happening. Before that, we had an uncle that passed away, and my niece has his middle name. No one has ever mentioned him to her, but she said she saw him, and he had wings, and he calls pretty. At And last year, she was sick right before her 6th birthday. My uncle showed himself watching over her, and my sister-in-law, mom, also saw him that day also. What do you make of this? We talked about this on the show, I think it was last night actually. Kids see what's in front of them. They actually have the ability to see spirit and speak to spirit and communicate. That is not uncommon at all, but it is pretty amazing in the amount of synchronicity and communication that they're having. So yeah, absolutely, that is pretty amazing. Nancy, Moonie, do you do telephone readings? Yes, I absolutely do. I do telephone. I also do Facebook video, Skype video readings as well. And probably have some people in here who can tell you if they enjoyed the readings or not. I've done several people's readings in the chat room. So they'll either tell you that they loved it or they hated it, but they'll tell you. Dan and Moonie's Manscaping Emporium. I like that one too. But here comes the groom. That is really good. I got to tell you, that is a really good one. I'm just flying through here. I'm just trying to get. Wow, I am way behind.
Taco for Dallas Cowboys.
Really, they took Taco.
They took Taco.
Good pick. I can't say anything about that. Colette's off to bed. Colette, thank you. She's in Europe. She's in England. She stays up and listens to the show till all hours of the morning. We love you, Colette. Thank
We
you.
love you. Thank you, Colette. You are awesome. She's always in, and it's 2 in the morning for her when we start.
Yeah, it's
That's amazing that she
so
stays up to listen to us.
till 4:30 in the morning. It's crazy, but it's so
I can't.
awesome.
You know what? The only reason why I'm like, oh, it's kind of. You're right. That will be a good jersey taco.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna
Let's talk
comment.
about that. We got to talk about that taco.
Well, we'll
The
talk.
after
That's
party.
the after party. We'll go over there and talk about
You
that
you know what that makes? Anyways, no, not now, not now. Later.
later. Later. That's after party stuff. Shelly says, thanks for answering, Mooney. Yes, Dee's volume is down, your volume up. Yeah, so we got to turn you down and me
I'll
up.
turn me down. Turn me down. Is that better, guys?
Just talk
Hmm.
like that. Um,
Is that better?
I think we're good. We're fine. Amber says, sorry I had to get off for a bit. I didn't know if you got to my question, but do you see anything happening? Any more kids? If so, when? You guys are awesome. I think we did. Did we answer that one? But
Well, I'm
I
sorry.
got listed in the
What
lost
was
in
the
the
question
mist.
again?
She's asking about more kids. If she's gonna have more kids.
I'm
And
not getting anything with that one.
I think we answered it. Rhonda, I have a 7-year-old niece. Does she have my uncle around her? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Moonie and Dee, please tell me if we will overcome this financial struggle. This is from Katrin. I'm afraid that we will be homeless, and my boyfriend is going to marry me. And is he going to marry me in the future? There's a lot of fear around that. I know it's got to be rough right now. It's got to be insane, but I do feel like good things are going to come out. So hang in there, okay? Very, very important. Very important.
It will get better.
Yep. And yeah, got to give it time. Let it happen. Patty, who is standing over me when I fall asleep on the couch and I feel their presence over me? Ooh, I get a grandfather. That's pretty distinct. Not a father, but a grandfather. Um, and he's not trying to invade. He's not trying to be scary, but I think he's trying to get a message through to you.
Now on Mixer, they're mad because they say I sound too far away.
Yeah, now people are saying, D, turn up your volume. Hashtag you're awesome.
I love you guys.
So that's a really good thing.
Love you guys.
So anyway, guys, before we wrap up the show over here, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you all so much for listening. We totally appreciate it. We really do love you guys. We don't get paid to do this. We come in here just to hang out and have a good time with you guys. So if you
And we love you guys so much. We really do.
we do. So please, tell your friends about it, share it, talk about it, and we're on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m.
Eastern.
time.
Hmm.
That's our Box Talk News show, and that really has more to do with just free flowing. We kind of come in with a couple
Yeah.
of ideas, but we get into
We
it.
never get to that.
No, and everybody
No.
starts talking, but somehow we end up getting into some really cool stuff, and usually have some pretty amazing things happen. So that's
Yeah.
our Box Talk News show, and then of course we got this show, which starts at 9:30 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern time. So yeah, if you guys like the show, please give us a like and share the video and tell your friends and all that kind of stuff. Once again, just want to reiterate, if you guys would like to see us live, if you'd like to come out and meet us and all that kind of fun stuff,
Come out and meet us.
yeah, you can go to either one of our Facebook pages, and we'll tell you about it there, or you can also go to my website, which is chrismoonpsychic.com. We can set up a reading if you guys are interested in doing that. We can do that through Facebook too.
I really recommend you guys do that. I mean, Chris is awesome. He is.
Well, thank you. And something that's been happening lately too is a lot of people are filming their sessions, and they're actually posting them up on Facebook, which is, I think it's really cool to have a personal experience like that, and having such a good experience that they're willing to share what's happened. So yeah, it's just been an incredible time doing this show so far, and we're looking forward to doing more. We don't have next week's subject up yet.
We don't have it up yet, but we will. We'll try to get it up early. We usually end up telling you guys the day before, but we'll try to have next week's subject up way before. That way you guys will know. And I really thought that today, with the subject of synchronicities, a lot of those questions, even the reading type questions, had to do with that. So that in itself was a synchronicity, but that's what we named the show, because it was a lot of our answers had to do with that.
Yeah, we pretty much were planning on going in and talking more about the synchronicity aspect of things, and
But I think they got it with just the way they were receiving their answers.
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. And like I said, next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, Thursday. We will be back, and hopefully we'll come in with a really good subject for you, and probably talk about it for 10 seconds, and then go to something else.
No, we gotta get better at staying focused, Moon.
No, it's
We
good.
gotta.
It's how it's supposed to work. It's how it's supposed to go.
You know what? We just, and that's the thing. I'm glad that you and I agree on that. We sort of like, yes, we come in with our topic, but it's like we go with the flow, and then it works out, you know. And I'm
I
glad
agree.
that neither one of us is like, you didn't stay on topic. You
That's
know,
true.
it's, you
Hey,
know.
Dee, we are getting ready to shut down. I just want to say,
All right.
Kelly, sorry about the too many friends thing. I promise I will add you if I can get some people to drop off. And Trish, you are most welcome for everything. So thanks, guys, for everything. And I'm going to let Dee say her line.
Smile and remember to make someone else smile too. Love you guys. Bye
Love you
bye.
guys. Bye.